Hey guys, we're here floating in the Danube River in Vienna, Austria. Yeah, you guessed it. So we're a little island in the middle of the Danube River, floating around and kind of enjoying our day. And I wanted to just take a few minutes to give you guys a little motivational tip and just some advice from an old guy who's done it all. I want to talk about euphoric recall, which is a psychological term, and deciding to take an ounce of pleasure for a pound of pain, or along with a pound of pain. And, you know, a lot of people do that. And I'm currently kind of traveling around, meeting new people in Europe and doing, fun, cool new things. And some of the people that I've met recently, some of the new people that I've met, or a lot of them really in my age group, and anywhere from 10 years younger to about my age group, have just been real big partiers. And a lot of the people I've met in Europe that are from here and from overseas as well, visiting here, are just really big party people. It seems like big drinkers, lots of drug use. And so I'm going to kind of cover that. And it seems like that's the way that our youth is going in America as well, in our country. Really big into kind of chasing the thrill or, the next high, no matter what it is. There's so many things people are addicted to these days. And euphoric recall is a psychological term that basically you do something, it's fun for a second, and really it sucks a lot. And then the next day or the next month or the next year, when you think back on it and you remember it or you recall it with some euphoria. You remember the good stuff and not the bad stuff. So I want to just challenge you guys to not only remember the good parts and not only remember the good things about maybe lives of excess or things that you've done living to excess, or things that may not have been, mentally, spiritually, or physically healthy. And then when we think back on those things, we really need to remember the negatives as well as the positives. So relationships are one of those things. A lot of times, like after a bad breakup, you'll tend to only remember the good things about your ex. That's an example. And another example would be, some of the people that I've recently been meeting here, they go out and party every night. Some friends that I have in this area, European guys. There's not a lot of people in America too, but they go out and party a lot. And then the next day they're, feeling terrible, or at the point that they do, they tend to just recall the good parts about it, but not the fact that their health is failing and they don't have time to do anything, productive. Their lives are going awry because not only is the time that you spend, drinking or doing drugs a real, down, killed, wasted, useless time. No matter what happens or how much fun you think you have, it's never worth it. But the next day is useless too, because your brain is foggy at the least, or at the most you're in bed all day, or in the hospital, or who knows what, or you've developed an addiction. You get diseases from certain things, in that life. And I just want to challenge you guys to be realistic with yourselves and be honest with yourselves when you think back on things that you've done in the past. And are you succumbing to euphoric recall, or are you being honest with yourself about your past experiences and whether they've been good or not? Thanks. Appreciate your time. Hopefully it's something you think about and consider, and maybe even make some life changes. And hopefully I can, even if I just reach one person with this video, then I feel like I've done something. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. And questions, comments below, as always. Bone out.